Hi there, Colour Blast fans. It's Melinda here again with you today. And today I'm sharing some Christmas cards that I've made, being that time of the year already. I can't believe how quickly it's gone. So, as you can see here, I have started off with a stencil from my stash, and I've pulled out two of the Colour Shimmer Sprays. I've pulled out the Bling and the Deep Water. And I am literally just randomly spraying the colour on until I think I've got a good coverage and it's sort of randomish and looks good. So I recently discovered how fantastic these sprays look on black cardstock, and if you haven't given it a go, I cannot recommend it highly enough. The shimmer is so beautiful, and I am super happy with how my Christmas cards came together. So that's my little recommendation. If you haven't done it yet, give it a go. So as you just saw there, I literally randomly sprayed it on, and then I grabbed a second piece of black cardstock to soak up the excess from the top of the stencil, because who wants to waste all that beautiful product? There's a quick look at it, and that stamped-ish image looks really cool. I haven't decided what I'm doing with it yet, but I love it. So pull the stencil off, and there you go. You can see the prettiness, the shimmer, the shine, the colour. Love it. So I've just unscrewed the top, and I'm sprinkling on some splatters with the Bling Shimmer Spray, and also the Deep Water. Just gives a bit of extra dimension and texture to the background of what's going to be card fronts. Pretty sure this is where I take the heat tool to it. Maybe? Yes, so I did dry it off with my heat tool, and then I go back in and just soak up some of the really wet bits. Now it's all dry, or just about all dry, and love how that looks. It's so pretty. I might have to do another layout with a similar sort of background. So I'm just cutting my cardstock down to do card fronts. I'm not even sure what the size is called, but I'm doing just a card front. So there's a white border, a cream border around the edge. That's the cardstock I'm using. And it measures 10 centimeters by 14.3. And the total of the card size, once it's finished, is 14.8 centimeters by 10.5, if anyone wanted to know those dimensions. So I'm just cutting that black cardstock down so that I can do card fronts, spread them all out, and then start playing with some embellishments. I've got one box of Christmas stuff. Funnily enough, I love Christmas, but I don't have a bucket load of Christmas supplies, which is good, but I do want to use what I do have. So I pulled out my box of Christmas supplies, and I'm just playing with the bits and pieces that I've got. A few bits are from Simple Stories. I think I've got some from Ellie's Studio. And yeah, I'm just literally just putting stuff on, taking it off, moving it around, changing my mind. And I do this for a little while. I have sped the process up a few times, I think, so it's not too painful, because I do try lots of different things on lots of different cards. But I'm super happy with how these cards end up looking. I do go through like almost all of my embellishment bits from my Christmas goodies box, because, you know, got to try it all. Pulled out some of my Christmas flair. That one's just a little epoxy dot that I got. Heidi Swab had some free printables on her blog a couple of years ago, and I printed them out and added an epoxy dot to the top. I love that tag up the top, the Merry Christmas one, but it's got the to from, and I couldn't quite make it work to get rid of the to from, and I end up giving up on it. I think if I don't use these bits and pieces this year, it's time to pass them on. They've been in my stash for a couple of years now, and I'm honestly starting to get sick of looking at them. Does anyone else get like that? You have stash for a while and then you sort of get just over it and you just want to either use it or move it. I'm a big believer in culling my stash and getting rid of the things that I'm not using. That little snowman is so adorable. He is so cute. Not a big fan of snow-themed things for Christmas here in Australia, but I figure if I move these cards on, may as well use him up because he's really cute. See me trying desperately to use that tag? It's funny. I think this is almost how it ends up. I'm not sure where it disappeared to. I thought oh, yep, my wood veneer. So some more mucking around. This is honestly what took the longest part of the whole process, was deciding which embellishments and paper things and ephemera bits that I wanted to use where and how. And still just moving things around. I did speed this up. I'm sorry if it's painful for you as it is for me watching it. But this little section is almost over, I think. I'm not sure where I've disappeared to. Oh, I found these Heidi Swap banners from her Believe collection in 2013 or 2014 that I decided to use. Once I found those, I felt that I had the last few bits and pieces that I needed, and it all just sort of came together for me. So, yay for that. Oh, I like those three trees together up there, now that I've just seen it there. I didn't at the time. So this is pretty much how they all end up. But I decided that I need a little bit of extra in the background. I'm not sure what that, sorry, I don't know what that black bit was about. But I've decided to grab a stencil from my stash, another one, and the Snow White texture colour paste. And I'm just applying that behind, like, where my main clusters are going to be, so it peeks out, just to give a bit of extra dimension and a little bit of lighter colour. And I'm really happy with how this came out. I really, really think that it just pulls the whole card together. So you can see that with each card I'm literally just smushing a bit on and leaving it to dry. I just sort of scattered them around my craft room and left them to dry. This Snow White colour is so pretty. It's beautiful. So it's coming to the end of the video here. I'm not sure what happened. I thought I was recording, but perhaps I wasn't. So you see me put on all the colour paste, and then it'll cut to all the still shots. So basically what I've done after the colour paste is dried is I've used a mixture of foam tape and wet adhesive. And I used the wet adhesive on the foam tape as well. I wanted the dimension from the foam tape, but I wanted to make sure that nothing moved. And I've just applied some wet adhesive to the back. Because of the texture paste in the background and the sprays, I get a bit worried that things aren't going to stick, so I go a bit over the top. But I like to make sure things are stuck, because you don't want to send a card out and then find out that it's fallen apart. Not sure what happened to that bit of the file, but here are the close-ups. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure that if you are playing with your products that you're coming over to the Colour Blast Creative Corner Facebook group and share away over there. We love to see what people are making. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. I hope that you are getting all geared up and ready for Christmas, and I will see you next time. Happy scrapping!